Okay, just a reminder, I have some clips and whatever, but also, um, I can't edit anything. You can still edit stuff in YouTube Studio, which asks you to confirm yourself, which completely bores the hell out of me, and I don't like doing it. And it takes forever, and then I just refresh and refresh and refresh, and I don't think it matters, and blah blah blah. And then I finally get access to it anyway because, god dang it. Meanwhile, let's just play this and be happy about this. I cooked my corn, and it might have been the biggest mistake of my life this week. And it's been a long week, if that makes any sense. The hell is this supposed to be? So, my corn was still in husks, and it was moldy on the outside. One of them I absolutely threw out, but the other ones I was like, okay, I'll pull off the outside, boil it, it'll be fine. I haven't eaten any of it. I want you to tell me in the comments whether I should eat any of it before I eat any of it. By that time, I will have already died. So, be here more often, and then you'll be able to save my life. Serve a purpose. Just kidding. You guys are great. I love you. Serve a purpose. Anyway, fuck. Wow, this has been really easy to be able to do things just by the context clues alone. Like, the numbers only do so much for it, but context clues, I've been able to pull out so many numbers from my ass. So this one has to be down here because the other one has to be in the middle. We only know that much. And then the middle has to be something, so it has to be that one. This one's on this side, obviously. This one's down here. You got 8, which is obviously here and then down there. You got 4, which has to be on one side, middle, and the other side. So I would suppose this is the first 4, because nothing else can. It has to be in the middle in this column, and it has to be on the side in the other column. And then the other 4 is obviously here, and then somewhere in the middle, we don't know which one. It's got to be this one because the other one's blocked by the other 4 on this side. So that's how that is understood, and then we move on to other numbers because I can't solve any more of that. Then we have the 5 here, which doesn't help super much, and then we have this 5 over here. We have this one, and then the last 5. So maybe I can look more into 4 and be like, nah, I don't have any more information still. 7, 8, 9, 9. Okay, well, where's 9? 9 is here. So that's something to start with. There and there. And then the other 9 is up and down, and I don't know which ones those are yet. So we'll ignore that. Go back to 1. We have a 1 here. That's solved. That was easy. Then we have 2, which is obviously here, here, here. That's solved. 3 is here. You would think that I would goldfish brain not be able to solve it so easy. Or if I'm faking goldfish brain, that I would be solving it faster. To which I ask, what the fuck? What do you mean I'm faking? That's not bad. Um, but yeah, I don't fake goldfish brain. I literally just don't remember things. So that's how that works. Alright, 56, 56, 7. 6, 7, 8, 9. 9 in the row. Let's look for other 9s. Like this one, which is very obvious. And then you have 8 over here, column, row, column, column must, other column false. This one's correct. And then blah blah blah. And the row, we don't know. This one has to be bottom, so that for this one cannot be bottom, that one has to be. And then the other one is duo, so we can't. Squads. 7272 equals not 72 elsewhere in the box. Let's remove those. 7 and 2 equals 6. 3, 4. Uh, 4141 equals not understood and irrelevant information. 7272 equals also column. Not 7, not 72, not 7, 2, column. Equals 8, 5, 7. And equals 7. Okay. 8, 5. 8, 7, 6. 6 over here equals not 6 elsewhere in the box, so this is false. Equals 6 in this one. And also that would have precluded this one also cannot be 6 because it has to be here. We need 6 here, so that's obviously 6. This is 6. And this is 2. This is also not 5, 1. This is also not 5. Also no more 5 1s equals 6. Equals 4. Equals not 5. Not 1. Not 5. Not 5. Okay. Blah blah blah. And all of us. Here's a 5. Ignore the other person saying numbers. He's doing a combination of some sort in his live stream. Lone 5 in the row column box, so that's really easy. There's an 8 over here somewhere, we don't know which. Blah blah blah. Blah 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 blah. Isn't it 8? 6. 8 equals the other 8. 7. 7, 3 equals 1. 5. 2. 4. Unknown. 7, 3, 7, 3 equals not 7, 3 row. 7, 3, blah 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 equals I don't know. Here's a 3. Equals 2, 1. My brain went too fast for my fingers. 8, 4. Recently I've been having some stupid argument with people in the comments of other people's places, and I'm starting to just not care if I talk to people in comments. They say, oh, you didn't learn even stuff about blah blah blah. And I'm like, you don't fucking matter to me. You really don't. 2 equals 2. 2 equals 2 equals 3, 4, 2, 7. Let's just pull it, because it has to finish, right? Like, there's no way it doesn't just solve from here. Obvious. Yeah, that was easy. Next. So, I've been talking about how there's no conservation of energy. Some fucking, what the hell is this? Get out of here. I never said 7 up there. I said 5 down here. The fuck? Hey, Mom. You already did that. No, what the fuck? So... Let's do a little not binary, just sudoku and see what we can find about things. Nothing much. About 1. Let's go for 7 for no reason. And there's a 7. Wow, we found it easily, quickly, fast, smooth, buttery, popcorn. 7 must, so therefore 7 must, therefore 7 must. 7's obvious. What the fuck? That is too fast. How can I pull a number out of my hat and say, oh, it has to do blah 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 blah. 7 is done. What do you mean? That is too fast. That is too analyzing everything's lightning fast. This is supposed to be hard, you bitch. So we got 6, 3, 7, 5, 4, 5, 6, 8. 8, obviously. 3 over there. These other numbers. Blah, blah, blah. Those are removed from the rest of the box. So not 4, not 4, 6. Not 4, 6. 6. Blah, 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 blah. Animal rats. Oh, 3. Okay. Blah, 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 blah. So, yeah, I've been call me a rage baiter. Dude, it's not that I care. I really don't. Some person talking about science as if they actually think they're gonna sway me or whatever. 4 column. Different number, please. 5 equals top any one of them. Too much information. What just fell down? 6, 2, 6, 2 equals not 6, 2 call. I'm already known. Irrelevant. Useless information. 8 in the box and 6, 9 elsewhere. 9, 3, 9, 1, 6 somewhere in the column. Well, if it has to be in the column in this, then it can't be anywhere else in the box. So those are all false. That's a lot of information I can gain. Yay. 9, 2, 9, 1, 9, 9, 1, 2 equals not 9, 1, 2 elsewhere. So not 1, not 9. Shut the fuck up. This one. Not 9, not 1. So not 9, not 1, not 2. Not 9, not 2. So 6. Sorry, it is a 6. There you go. So what's the thing I'm talking about? Well, there's this idea of conservation of energy. It's stupid because if you have a system and let's say you incinerate some stuff, you can burn stuff until it's absolutely gone and then you have nothing left. So what then happens is you don't have anything else to work with. It can't, and you end up with like the heat eventually dissipating into the rest of the atmosphere and environment. So there's no actual 8 column. Blah blah blah. There's there's nothing actually maintained. Like anyone knows anything, you know that friction means that it's all going to slow down and stop eventually. So there's no point in thinking that it would ever not stop. So conservation does not happen. Ever. It's always a depleting system. Or it's always leading to ambient. Or exerting as much as it can until it can't anymore. One column. Why am I suddenly stuck? 4343 equals possible information. God, I don't like doing this. Okay. Well, I still didn't get far with that, but 1313 column looks about correct. We might be on the right path here. You never know until we push it a little bit further. Oh god. So if 1313 doesn't say anything about the rest, 8264, 824, 8264, 2649, 9, possibly 9, 8 elsewhere. Oh, what the fuck? We could look at 5. 5 must top, so 5 cannot top. That's obvious. And then 5 cannot column otherwise, so 5 is not, therefore 5 is. Remains. And then this one, don't know, but we can find more things, I'm sure. And then 1 equals 589, 589, 589. 8 elsewhere. 8 cannot, for example. So that's something. So 8 column elsewhere. 8984949286862. 8 column. Two equals two equals two equals two equals two. Conservation of energy was always like Something I didn't believe in from the beginning. Friction makes that obvious. That things obviously will stay as they are unless affected by other things, but they also have their own dynamics. So there's stuff that's like, who knows what the heck happens when something randomly decays and all that shit. What the hell am I doing? Okay, let's try 1-3. Doesn't give me anything. Probably correct. Although it does force the 1 to be down here instead of up here, for example. Six must column 2, 2, 2, 2, and 2. God dang it, I'm just pulling binaries out of my rear end. Let's put 2 there and a 6 there and hope that's right. Just random number picking at this point to solve the entire thing. Why not? 1, 2, 1, 2 seems correct, except for it's always a problem. I have no idea what will happen if I'm wrong. That's just gross. Something 6 equals obvious. 2, 1, 2, 1. 2 equals 2, not 2 elsewhere. So 2, 2, alternate with 5, 5 and 2, and 9 and 1, 9, 1, 8, 6, 8, 8 alternate, 6 alternate, 9 alternate, 1 alternate, god dang it. Oh, that's obvious. 3, 9, 1, 2, 1. It's still unclear if I chose the correct binaries. Like, I just picked random numbers out of nowhere. And I hate that. It's like I was going somewhere and then I decided, no, I'm just gonna skip forward in time a few millennia while I try to solve this. And yet, this is the weird part. How do you pick 2 random binaries and they happen to be correct? What the hell? If you think using 2 random binaries and getting correct is like a... I don't know what the chances are of that actually working. It's like 2 pick a path, you pick one way or the other, and clearly you're right half the time. Being right twice is like... It's not exactly like flipping heads and tails. What is my total time? 24 minutes? Let's go. I would say it's more like an educated guess, where all the information around you and the thing, and my usual rule is if it gives me the least amount of information, that seems to be the leading edge of correct. So if it is this or that, if that tells me more, it's usually wrong. And if it tells me less, it's usually correct. So, like, that's a weird way to think. And then it's like, oh, you could just pick things off and then even though it's not giving you information, you're still able to pull yourself through. And again, tell me in the comments if you think pick a path or binary, as I like to call it, is a valid strategy. I don't really care. I'm going to do it anyway, and it turns to be correct. If I had to do it on paper, I would not have the confirmation system, so I wouldn't know if it's correct until after a bunch of things. And this is with auto candidate mode. I'd never play without auto candidate above easy because I'm a bitch. So if you want to see me play without auto candidate on medium or hard, that is something I have to be like paid to do. Otherwise, I really don't care. I'm just in this to do my 4 levels of the game. There are a total of 6 levels. I always play the first 2 levels, or the first and third level of easy. I don't ever play manual candidate easy because manual candidate easy is actually more work than regular auto and no auto manual. Like with candidate, it's so freaking ugh, and with normal, it's fine. I can just do it. But with medium on candidate, it puts more effort. Or with medium on normal, no auto candidate is harder. So there's like the 2 levels of more on medium that I don't usually do. So levels 2 and 3 I don't do. And then levels 2 and 3 on hard I don't do. But level 2 on easy I don't do. So it's like 4 out of 9 different difficulties I do, or whatever. It's fine. And it's like, I don't know. Like I could. Here's the thing. What if I did it anyway? So reset the puzzle, do it on normal, see how far I can go. Well, I remember, what was it, 8 or 2 or 7 was one that I pulled out of my ass. But, like, I don't know. And I don't really care to do it. But there's a 9. There's another 9. Another 9 has to be, like, it either needs to be here, which it could, or it needs to be up. It's probably here because, or no, it has to be up because this one is blocked by this, so it has to be up here. And then the last 9 has to be one of these 2. And because it's blocked on the up here, it has to be this one. And then this one has to be one of these 2. And these aren't blocked, so I don't know. And then here, that's just obvious. And then 4 and 4 and 4 and 4 and 4. This one has to be up top, the other one has to be on the bottom. I'm guessing, but it's not clear. Could be one of these 2 things. Really? Then when you think of this is the 4 here, obviously. And then everything else is unclear. Like, there's all sorts of options. So 2, like, let's just see how far I can go with it. The 2 is over here. It's kind of obvious. Then I don't know other things about 2. 6 is like, I don't remember, which is good. I'm not supposed to remember to solve. 3, unclear. Like, obviously it can't be anywhere but the middle for this one. So other ones have to be in the middle column and the other one, but I can't tell anything else about that. Well, if 2 has to be on the far side, it could be 1 here or there. And then 2 has to be like down otherwise, and that could be. I don't know, let's see what we got. Well, we have a 6. We can just pull that out. And the 3. So those are the easy ones. Go back to not having that information. Because, like, if I analyzed it enough, that would be obvious for me. And it's not. So that's how you can tell, like, it's a completely different difficulty to not have that information. And I don't care to solve it twice, like, that's just stupid. But solving it with different information, that is better than nothing, I guess. I don't know. Well, it can't be up because that would block the other 6 that has to be, because this one can't be here. This one has to be either here or there. We don't know which one. But we know that much. We could use candidate to find out which one, so we can look at here to see that, and it doesn't help. So I actually don't give a shit to keep doing this. So why would I? Why would I? Yeah, I don't care. Good record on the first ones. Like I said, you'd have to pay me to do this. I'm not gonna rack my head about something like this. It doesn't fit in my head. Like the number 5, for example. 5 has to be in the middle here, which leaves center and the rest, which is just a lot of information that I don't have. 3 is obviously here. Well, that's another 3 I got at least. But whatever. Slightly helpful. How about 2? Okay, what numbers are in here? We got 7. That's on the side. We have 2. Obviously. And we have 6. Well, that's a 6. Okay, so these are 7 and 2. Wahoo. It's freaking awesome. Then, blah blah blah. What else? 727272. Interesting. Well, it can't be 2 ounce in the column, so this is not a 2, for example. Although I don't really care, and I'm not doing this. No, screw you. I'm actually not doing this.